So I still propose to you all, please get get the shot. Numbers drive everything. Statistics, 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 data, data, data. So let's just believe and understand that when if you have not received the shot, then that puts you at a higher possibility of not only becoming sick, but also making others sick. Okay, no matter what all the other underlying uh, information you're hearing, the different conspiracy theories and all of that, the science, the statistical part of the medical profession, I am a registered nurse for 30 years plus now, shows us that it is best for everyone to receive the shot. Okay? And I must also report numbers are still very low in the African American community. I'm excited to talk about serving today, as again, I always serve you as the community nurse because health and wellness is important. Today is Serve Day at my church, and I go to Seacoast Mount Pleasant. But more important, like I said, since the end of the school year, I've been serving the community here out in Snowden. We started off with a children and youth workshop training. We called it Let's Play. So we've been here at the Community Service Center for the last 2 weeks playing Monopoly, playing sports, and more important than playing, in between those play sessions were playing school. It was exciting. We did, as my mom calls it, the 3 R's: reading, writing, and arithmetic. But she drops all of the letters and just take the play on the R's: reading, writing, and arithmetic. The children that came enjoyed themselves. They thoroughly did, to the point where they and their parents wanted to know, we're not doing this for the rest of the summer? I'm like, absolutely not. But today, I get the opportunity to serve still here at the community center, which I'm in the center where I'm presenting from today. At 8 o'clock this morning, we had one of the lodges. They're participating in our Serve Week as we're serving the community for the summer by providing, they've networked and partnered with the Low Country Food Bank, and they're giving away foods today. So they were here since 8 o'clock this morning, setting up on our basketball court, and they will bring food. The Low Country Food Bank truck just got here with the items that need to remain cold, and that's the meat and dairy products. So at 1 p.m. here at the Snowden Community Center, which by the time you see this, this will be after the fact. I think I can't remember whether we go live on Facebook during the time, but at any rate, if we are live today, we're at the Snowden Community Center, which is 485 William Ladson Road in Mount Pleasant. It's off the Long Point Road. And at 1 p.m., you can drive up and receive food. The other way we've been serving is, everybody knows that one of my other components of P2 Concierge, as your concierge, is my youth organization. So as I the kids with Let's Play, it was actually using the initiatives of my organization. The kids learned about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur Centers for Youth. So we created a project. Our craft theme for the 2 weeks was creating and making tie-dye shirts. The kids were able to learn the process that entrepreneurs go through from beginning to end. We actually started with the end in mind. When I say that, we used writing thank you notes as their writing assessment. So we played a little bit the first day. We talked about entrepreneurship. They know how to spell it. They know how many letters are in there. And one kid, the last day, even taught the kids in the camp a song that she learned in 8th grade. She's a rising high school student about entrepreneurship. So it was very, very, very engaging and exciting to see the kids serve each other. So this closing ceremony for our uh, serving our youth in our community is tomorrow at the center. So our kids will get to, at our coming out of COVID, it's called Straight Out of COVID fundraising for the Snowden community. So we have food trucks that will be here, we have vendors, craft vendors, and more important, we have our youth entrepreneurs that will be retailing their tie-dye shirts, and they're so, so, so excited about that. In the class, during the 2 weeks, they were able to uh, talk about the word expenses. They were able to talk about how to use the price points, return on investment, all of that. And they were like, "Whoa! So you have to do all of that?" And more important was the kid that came up. Well, do we get to keep any of the money? And I was like, "Of course you do." And so that was just exciting to me. It made me want to just keep on going and see what the end will be. So I'm excited for the new year. And they also went home, and I'm going to take my time and say this part. We had a teacher that came and assessed the kids and gave them tools that they can use that they already access to, those that have the internet, and or they can come to the center. The math website that we use, well, I already know they're in Charleston County, was the letter I, no, KNOW, it.com. So they were able to go online and whatever grade they were in, so my eighth graders, if they were in eighth grade this year, they did all of the assessments for eighth grade so we could see what their weaknesses were, and we worked with them on those deficiencies. And then we moved on to what they will be doing on next year. So I'm saying this and I'll say it again. I know it.com. Parents, if you're those followers that I have, you can access that information, or you can call your child's school and ask for them to give you access to that website. Sometimes it requires you to have a code to use, and you can actually get a code from your child's prospective school. And they're there through the summer. So let them see that you're taking the initiative to help your kids to keep up with what they learned for the year that they were in so they can be ready. Because these 8 weeks or so that we're out, is a lot of our kids fall behind. So again, we'll be able to serve you again at our finale, again with our children that participated with some ECU initiatives through the camp here at Snowden for 2 weeks. They will be actually doing their retail sales at our Straight Out of COVID fundraiser at the Snowden Community Center. That event is from 12 p.m. until 6 p.m. at the center, 485 William Latson Road. Now, the best part of it is the fun. So, I don't know if you can see that, but we have food, fun, and facts. The food part is the vendors. We have food trucks. We have a seafood food truck that's coming. We have a rib vendor that's coming. Have confirmed the snow cone person yet, but if you're out there and we're live and you have a snow cone vendor ability capability and you want to come out tomorrow, the vending is for $50. And we also have a lot of craft persons too. We have 3 different jewelry craft persons. We have a fashion person, and of course we have the kids with their tie-dye t-shirts. And I'm just so super excited. They're excited. They wanted to take their shirts on, but I was like, no shirt before Sunday, and then you think I'm going to wash it and all that stuff. No, no, no. We'll give it to you when you get here Sunday. But most important is the fun part. If you can see those sports on there, we have a coach, a football coach that'll be here. We have a soccer coach that will be here. Actually, the little Pele's, they have a summer camp going on right now. If you need something to do with your kids, like right now, they're down at across from Burke High School at this time at doing a soccer camp that started on yesterday with the little Pele's. That's the East, what's that? Ebony Soccer City Soccer Club with Mr. Vincent Asby. He's been around for a long, long time and is still at it. So he's supposed to be here tomorrow to kick off our soccer clinic. Then we also have softball and baseball by my very own middle infielder from USC Soccer, and that's because a lot of the speakers are speaking in bigger engagements out of town. But he's been doing this forever, so he'll be our soccer guru, our baseball softball guru for tomorrow. We also have flag football, and that will be Jamie Fordham from the factory, and he's also a coach of Goose Creek High School. And also Mr. Grant's going to help. He used to play football with Mondo, whatever. Mr. Grant, that's not my husband. Giving him a plug. And also we have basketball. Now, we did reach out to Chris Middleton, but he's still playing basketball. Woo, woo, woo. But we do have a Mr. Josh Brown that will be doing our basketball clinic. And all others that will be doing the trainings tomorrow will be talking about safety in sports. Oh, and we've also one of the gentlemen that is out here today with the food giveaway, Mr. Maceo, he will be talking about golf. And we had actually golf clubs and golf balls that were brought to the center last year, and he's going to actually come and talk about the basics of golfing. And he has a program that they with kids on the court, the James Allen Court by the studio, the 2xposu studio. So tomorrow, if you have kids, you can go to our. I'm gonna give you a telephone number. And if you text me, I can text you the registration, which is free. Everything is free except that now you have to pay the vendors to eat and all that good stuff. But as far as the fun with the activities with the coaches and the sports, that is free. But we just need you to sign the registration and the waiver in case kids get hurt. We're praying that they don't, but keep it official. And we're excited about that tomorrow. And in closing, I want to say that we have South Carolina DHEC that will be here, and they're going to be doing a training here at our center. They did 2 sessions with our kids on each Tuesday. The past 2 Tuesdays, we learned the steps of a session called "Stop the Bleed." Stop the bleed. So SCD Heck will be set up out here. We have uh, a Sarah of mine and also a family member of our very own Mr. Goodman. She'll be out here from the health department, the health center with Santee. And we just have a lot of informational groups. We have the mothers and fathers who work with Charleston Rise for those parents that need to know how to advocate for your students, your kids in school about their education and our just anything, just learning how to and who to talk to if you have an issue with your kid and you need things for your kids. They'll be now at the community center. We'll be collecting school supplies for our big giveaway, which is going to be August